Hello, hello, Frenchie fam. Welcome in. How is everybody doing this Sunday morning? I thought I tried, I'm always trying to keep the lives a little different every time. So I thought I would bring in a ball pit that they're already trying to take apart. But let's see how that goes. Hello, hello, welcome in everybody. Thanks for joining the live. Bear with me, I'm just setting up my usual lives on both TikTok and YouTube. Here we go. We're gonna try something a little different this time. See if the puppies stay away from the tablet. I'm gonna sit on the side this time. I have a little ball pit for them to try for the first time. Let's see how it goes with that. How is everybody doing this fine Sunday morning? Let's see. I had started to put it together and they already closed it. So let's see how this goes. Oh, babies, hold on. We're gonna try a ball pit today. Ow! We're gonna try a ball pit today. Hold on. I don't know if this is gonna work. This might be a total fail. This looks like it's going to be a total fail. All right, we'll see. We'll see. So come here, kids. Come here, babies. Come here. Come here. Let's see. Let's see. No, you guys aren't gonna let me. Here, maybe if you guys go in first. There we go. We'll start inside first. Let's try that. You want to come in too? You want to join? So I can throw some balls in here? All right, let me see. Let me see if they'll let me put some balls in there. Hold on. All right. Let's see. Nope. I don't think this is going to work very well today. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Sunday morning. I thought I would try a ball pit with the puppies. I don't think that's going to work out. I don't think they're going to let me. Maybe what I'll do is I'll take the ball pit out, put the balls in first, and then bring it back inside. Because trying to set it up in here clearly is not going to happen. Let me try that. Hold on, guys. This is the first time I thought I'd try a ball pit with them. Here I was thinking that they were going to be scared because it's so big, and well, clearly that wasn't accurate. All right. Hi. Hi. Let's come out for a second. Let me put some balls out of the pen first. Let's try that. Maybe it'll keep it a little sturdier. Bear with me, I'm just going to throw the balls into the ball pit first. And then I was thinking I would maybe put some treats in there for them to look for the treats inside the ball pit. We'll see. Guys. Alright. I think maybe I'll put half the balls. See how they do with that first. If anything, I'll put more balls in. Let's try this. Let's try this. Watch out, guys. Watch out. This is exactly why I didn't want to start off this way. I knew this was going to happen. All right. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Who's still in it? No? Nobody? Nobody? Okay. Well, maybe I'm going to need all of them to keep it sturdy. All right. Let me put some more balls in. Like I said, first time these little ones are trying the ball pit. Let's see. Let's see. This might be too many balls for them, but let's try that. All right. That'll keep it sturdier. Hi. Can you try that? Let's see how this goes. Yeah, they're curious. Let's see. Let's see what we got. All right, let me look at this chat real quick. Sorry, I was setting up the ball pit. Seeing how they went with it. Hey, you want to try the ball pit? You want to try the ball pit? Hello, hello, welcome in everybody. Thanks for joining, Frenchie fam. I thought I'd try ball pit with the puppies today. I think they were interested more in the little ball pit without the balls in it. Apparently, that seems more interesting than now. Hi, you want to try the ball pit? I think they liked it way better without the balls, huh? Hi, do you want to try the ball pit? Come on. Let's see. Let's see. How about you? They're usually rambunctious. Let's see how they do. Ooh, ooh. I want to get out. Okay, okay, easy. Okay, I got you. I got you. Me too. Me too. I got you. I got you. All right. Maybe no balls, apparently. Let me throw some treats in there, see how they do. So I usually start them at the ball pit at like 7-8 weeks. I have 2 litters right now. The first litter will be 7 weeks old tomorrow, and then the second litter turns 6 weeks old yesterday. So the 6 weeks old might be a little young still, but they definitely seem to have liked it before I put the balls in. You dropped it. You dropped it. See, maybe if I put some treats in there. I'm cutting up the treats really small. See if they want to search for them. See if that gets them a little more enticed. Hi, you want to try ball pit? Try ball pit. Try ball pit. Right now they're more interested apparently in their duck feet. I have duck feet all over the pen, and that's what they're all going after. They love those duck feet. Let's try that. They're searching. You gotta use your nose. Come here, little guy. Here, find them. Find those treat guys. They're searching. This is great mental stimulation, and they're using their nose to try and find the treats. I love that. Hello everybody, welcome in. Thank you for joining the live on this wonderful Sunday morning. You know, I try to keep the lives a little bit more interesting every time. So I thought I'd introduce a ball pit to the puppies. Some of them are, you know, clearly interested in finding the treats. The other ones are too busy chewing on the duck feet. But once they realize there's treats in here, they'll definitely be going crazy in here. You want to come out? You want to come out? You want to try, Mama? You want to come out? Let's see. Let's see. If she gets it. No. I got you. Alright. You want to come out too? Here, I got you. Okay. What else? Did you go in yet? Did you go in yet? Can you see the ones that are in there, like really looking for the treats? You can barely see them. They're on the bottom. You want to go in? I got 13 puppies. 2 separate litters. First litter is a litter of 7. Second litter is a litter of 6. They are 5 days apart. Older litter will be 7 weeks on Monday. The younger litter just turned 6 weeks old yesterday. Hey, did you get a chance to go in? You want to go in? You know, and obviously 13 puppies are not going to put all in the ball pit at the same time. So kind of rotating them in and out. And once they want to come out, obviously I don't keep them in there. I want this to be a good experience. You want to come out? You want to come out? Here. I want them to be scared of this. So got you. I got you. Let's see. Who hasn't gone in? You guys aren't coming. Let's see how you guys do. Come on, baby. Let go of this. Hold on. How about you? You try. You try. You want to come out? Oh, and I got the potty tray back. They've have mastered at least pooping on the potty trays, which is awesome. Still working on having them master peeing always in the potty trays. That's still kind of a hit or miss. Oh, Christina, you love this? Doesn't it look like fun? All these babies. You want to come out? Me too. Let's see. Okay. Alright, just looking at the comments. Frenchie, thank you. Welcome in. I will reach out to you after the live is over. Hanja music. So I've been getting in trouble for talking about prices in the live, so I can't talk about say direct prices, but we're going to use key terms that don't get me in trouble. Okay, we're going to say bananas. Short-haired babies start at 3 bananas, and fluffy babies start at 3.5 bananas, with the exception of, 4 really extra special babies. They're a little bit higher price point, but everybody else is 3 to 3.5. And the really special babies are this little girl. I'll show you. Miss Venus is a fluffy tri-merle. Fluffy tri-merle. And then, I don't know if you guys can tell, I'll try and zoom in a little bit. Can you see her eyes? She looks like she's going to end up keeping the heterochromia, which is 1 blue eye, 1 brown eye, just like her father. Sweet, sweet little girl. Love her markings, love her eyes. This little baby is Milan. He is a new shade Isabella fluffy boy. He's also going to be absolutely stunning. This is one of the 4 that are extra special, so their price points are a little bit more, but everybody else is 3 to 3.5. And then these 2 are the other extra special babies. Hold on. It's like a landmine in here. All right, and these 2 babies are my lilac and tan husky babies. And then by husky markings, husky pattern, it just means the markings around the eyes. Completely 100% for dogs. Just the patterns around the eyes is what is called the husky pans up pattern. Hold on, baby. She's a fluffy. He's a short-haired. These 2 are beautiful, beautiful too. But everybody else, like I said, 3 to 3.5. All right. Who else? Goliath. I don't think Goliath tried the ball pit. He's too busy with his duck foot. Oh, come here. You tried the ball pit. Let's see. Let's see how you do. You want to try it too? Try and find the treats. Smell them. Sniff out the treats, babies. Okay, let's see. So yeah, I have a ball pit. I have an indoor ball pit and I have an outdoor ball pit, which has tunnels, and at the end it's a ball pit, but that's the outside one. So I'm patiently waiting for these babies to be able to go outside so they could use the bigger tunnel ball pit system. Of course, Frenchie. Chris, aren't they all beautiful? Black and brown, black and brown. Which black and brown are we talking about? I don't have a black and brown one. wonder if it's the lighting. Which one's his? So, congratulations on the 14 puppies, Plain Jane. What I use here, let me grab a. This is just what's easier for me, right? Hold on. I mean, every breeder has their own system, but this is what works for me. I just think it's so much easier. So I have these pads that I buy off of Amazon. They're actually adult underpads, right? I put a, guys, what's happening? Hey, you jumped in. Sorry. I put a waterproof mat underneath, and on top I use these pads. These are adult underpads, and these are great. They're waterproof, so I put these down. As soon as they're peed or pooped on, I can just take that layer off, put another one. This works for me great. I know some breeders love to use like blankets and stuff, but I find that is really tedious and then just getting dirty so much, and you're doing a ton of laundry. And if you depending on the color of the blankets, you can't really see when it's wet, so the puppies end up staying, sitting or laying in the pee for a long time with the poop. So that I don't like. I like these pads. That's what works for me. I'm all about making it as simple as possible. You know what I mean? So hopefully, that helps. All right, Chris, hold on. Let me see. I want her. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to figure out which one. I was holding her. Oh, I wasn't holding a black one. Oh, the Merle. Okay. Got it. Yes, she's gorgeous. Where'd she go? Of course, she's under my seat. Hold on. She is a beautiful baby. For her, we're asking 4 bananas. Gorgeous baby. She looks at me with those puppy eyes of hers, and I'm like, oh my God, okay, anything you want. No matter what, she has like that perpetual puppy sad face look, like, anything. Like when she wants something, I'm like, okay, anything you want. You want to come out? You want to come out? Hold on. Do you want to come out? Of course, Goliath would stay in there and find other treats. I'm in New Jersey. Sorry, just took myself off the live for a second. Okay. We'll look at the comments. So yeah, I'm in Central Jersey. For one eating, or once in. Do you want to go in? Do you want to go in? The one eating the bowl. Which one? Oh, okay, you're not far, Chris, at all. Oh, Mr. Rambunctious. Where did I put the treats? Let me grab more treats down there. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I dewormed all 13 earlier, and then tomorrow the older litter gets their first set of shots. So patiently waiting so I could take them outside for the first time. Oh, I heard you put it inside. Also, the other Merle, I'm assuming, right? She's a fawn Merle. I think you're probably talking about this one, right? This is another fluffy Merle girl. Really pretty girl too. What's this? So I send these babies home at 10 weeks. Miss Venus, which is the one you like, will turn 7 weeks old tomorrow. So these babies are ready to go home. on guys, easy. On or around August 1st. So yeah, tomorrow, the older litter, which are the darker colors, inside the pen right now, will get their first shots, and then the younger litter will get their first shots next Saturday. There we go. These are probably, in retrospect, the wrong pair of pants to wear. Apparently, they love going after the little, whatever you call these things on my pants. They keep chewing them. They're enjoying the treats in there, though. That they definitely like. You want to come out? Here we go. Right, so Miss Venus is the one that's in the ball pit. They're all beautiful, but I really like her. I really like that she's gonna, finally, I'm gonna have a puppy that came out with their dad's eyes, which is the one blue eye and the one brown eye. My pants. Wrong pants to wear in here. Let me throw some more treats in here. Which ones are available? You're looking for a male or a female, and short hair or long hair. I still have a couple of each. Not many are still available, but I still have a couple. Let's see. Let me show you. Hold on. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hold on. This little girl is a blue fawn short-haired girl. She's still available. Short hair is number, I'm asking 3 bananas for. I took her, hold on, I took it away. There we go. This little girl is a blue fawn fluffy girl. She's still available also. Ooh, my gentle giant over here, Goliath. He's the solid black fluffy boy. He's going to be absolutely stunning. He's going to look like a big bear when he grows up. He's still available. That's Goliath. This baby is a reverse blue brindle boy. And reverse brindle means he's got the darker pattern and very faint fawn markings. You could barely actually see him, just in the light. You can see his brindle pattern. This is Titus, blue short-haired reverse brindle boy. Oh my gosh, I think I need to take his chair out. Too much in here. Hold on. Oh, come here, baby. Come here. This little girl. I gotta get closer. Hold on. This little girl is a blue and tan fluffy girl. This is Valencia. She's also available. She's really fluffy, really pretty. And Miss Athena. Miss Athena is a fawn merle fluffy girl. She's available. And those are the ones that I still have available. Let's see. I'm in talks for the Husky Panther male. It seems like something he's going to probably most likely be going to Texas. They said they really wanted him. I'm just waiting for the contract. But most likely he's going to be going to Texas. I'm debating whether I keep Capri, the female husky. And that's it. Everybody else is spoken for. Oh my gosh. I'm in New Jersey. So this is 2 litters. 2 litters that are 5 days apart. First litter is a litter of 7. 5 girls, 2 boys. And the second litter is a litter of 6. 4 girls, 2 boys. Trying to figure out where I can sit safely. They're extra rowdy. You know, they're getting older, so way more active these days. I gotta, guys. Hold on. I gotta find ways to keep them entertained. If not, they get super feisty. What's going on? Come here. Come here. What's going on? Oh, goodness. And they're definitely very active today. Always trying to find different ways, obviously, to keep them mentally stimulated. Who wants to come out? Who wants to come out? You guys good? You want to come out? I got you. I got you. You want to come out too? Where are you going? I think she's enjoying the ball pit. Oh, of course. I don't know. Here, let me see if I can turn this. I don't know if you guys can see Goliath. This is hilarious. I'm sitting here thinking, oh, he just dropped it. I'm sitting here thinking that he's looking for treats. He's chewing on the duck foot in here the whole time. That's hilarious. I didn't even know he had brought it in. He's a funny one. All right. Where was I? So I actually have about 4 puppies that have gone to forever homes in the past, because I've been breeding for a long time. I've been breeding for over 19 years. I have 4 puppies that have actually gone and become emotional support animals, and I love that. I love hearing that. Who wants to come up? Who wants to come up? Okay. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. You're okay. You're okay. You want to come out? I got you. Ooh, this is what you're doing. You want to come out? Come on. Guys. So they love the duck feet. They really enjoy that. But I've noticed that these little ones get extra feisty towards each other if one of them wants to take their duck feet away. Whew, these guys are really possessive of their duck feet. So that's something that I'm going to have to work on. So I've already started to put my hand in their food bowls while they're eating, so they get used to, just in case they go to family homes, kids will always put their hands in so that they don't become food aggressive. That's really important for me to teach these little ones. The all black fluffy one, 3.5 bananas. Most of them, like I said, short hairs are 3 bananas. Fluffies are 3.5 bananas, for the exception of those 4 really extra special babies. You're eating my pants. These are really, in retrospect, the wrong pants to wear in here. Oh, Lord. All right, clearly it's a magnet. Let's tuck it in and see what happens. You want to try the ball pit again? Okay, here we go. You want to try the ball pit? I'm sure there's still treats in there. You too? No, you don't like it? Okay, I got you. Okay. Thank you so much. Fight for your rights, I appreciate that. I'm putting little treats. I really like. Okay. Feisty today. They've been feisty lately on my lives. So I like these little puppy soft bites by Wellness, and they're made of lamb and salmon. I really like these, especially at this age because they're really soft, and these guys have the tiniest little teeth, like little buds. So these are really easy for them to chew. Now, granted, I break it up because they're pretty big squares, and that's too big for them. Let me show you. See, they're like this. So I break it into like 4 or 5 pieces because their teeth are so small. for now. Hold on. I got a Colt Brown over here. Someone missed their spot where they were supposed to go. Oh, hold on. It's kind of what I do all day long. Clean up tons of poop. Hold on. Let me clean. Let's see. Bear with me, guys. Sorry. And I have multiple setups, pen setups all around the house. So this is the setup that they have upstairs. And then there's one also in right smack in our living room. That way, this is where they sleep at nighttime. And then downstairs, I will take them downstairs once they're awake during the day. That way, they're always surrounded by people, you know, my kids or anybody else that's home. I'm not, you know, like I'm not like in the breeders where they have them in just in cages. That's not what I like. I don't like that style at all. So these guys are always surrounded by my kids and myself. My mother that helps me out at the time with these babies. That way they're very well adjusted to family life by the time they go home. They're used to people, they're used to all the noises, everyday noises of a busy family. You know, like the vacuum, anything in the kitchen, music, things like that. How pretty is this little girl, Capri? Oh, really, really pretty. You want to come out? I got you. I got you. Oh, they're really loving my pants today. Let me come back. They are pooping machines. They really, really are. That's really all they do all day long. As soon as they wake up, they poop. After they're playing for a little bit, they poop. After they eat, they poop. Rinse and repeat all day long. Guys, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Hi. All right, Zoe. Anybody sending a DM? Oh, good girl. Oh, she got out. I will send. You know, I will reply after the live. Hey. What's going on, the Lewises? They are fuzzy today, right? I saw the same thing. I'm like, you know, instead of all these toys that I put in here, all these different activities I put in here for them, instead of entertaining them, what it seems to be like really getting them up and going. So I have to use bananas because it's just, you know, keywords. I can't say full prices. I've gotten in trouble, you know, how many times in a live, and then I end up, they shut down my live, and I get blocked for sometimes days. So I've been using code word for bananas. 3 bananas, add a couple zeros, so 3,000 bananas. 3.5 bananas. You get it? You guys are fighting on me. What's going on? So I thought I'd try a seat in here, Trishana, because when I've been on the ground, you see how they've been just attacking the tablet. So I thought I'd try a chair, and regardless, they still have to go after me and the tablet. And I also seems to have wore the wrong pants. It has these little elastic things on the end, and it's like magnets for them. They are going crazy over them. Well, the same thing. So the berries things, I guess the same concept as the bananas. You know, so either way, either turn, bananas or berries. Adriana, thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate that. All right. See, looks like they may be settling down a little bit. Maybe I spoke too soon. I don't know. We'll see. I think I might take out the ball pit. They didn't like it as much as I thought they would have. I put treats in them for them to hide in here and find. Let's see, did they get them all? Is that what it was? Let's see. in. I still see a couple. Come here, buddies. Where are you? Oh, you're underneath. Oh, here we go. Hold on. I'm glad to go in pants. Hold on. Let me come to the camera. Say hi, Mama and Dad. Say I got dewormed today, Mama and Dad. I dewormed all the babies this morning, and I deworm them every 2 weeks. So until they go home, and then tomorrow, your babies are gonna get their first shots. These guys are both from the older litter, so they'll both get the first set of shots. Oh my gosh, look how big they are. They're kind of heavy for me to hold them together. Say we're getting so big, Mama and Dad. Maybe I'll throw a couple more treats in here. Let's see, guys. Yeah, you see them biting on my pants? Oh, lesson learned. These are not the pants to wear in here. We're getting there. We're getting so close for them to coming home. So 2 separate litters, 13 puppies total. First litter, which are the darker color babies that you see in the pen, they will be 7 weeks old tomorrow. And the younger litter, which are the lighter colors, they just turned 6 weeks old yesterday. Can you guys see this? I got 3 puppies, 2 on this side chewing on my pants. Out of all the things that they could possibly chew on in this pen, of course it's my pants. That is the most fun. Of course, it's tug of war with my pants. Hey. What's going on? No feistiness. No feistiness. It's not all we do. I swear I feel like they leave all this pent up energy for the lives lately. The one from yesterday, or the one from Friday and today. Because they're not, like when we're downstairs, they're not like this at all. It's hilarious. Yeah, you smell those treats? Come on, find those treats. Find those treats. Find those treats. Come on. You guys got this. Use those nose. Use that nose. There you go. Good girl. She's really smart, Xena. She just bulldozed right in and she's been finding treats. Let's see. That's Xena in the pen. I don't know if you could tell. Let's see. Ricky, thank you so much for joining. Appreciate it. Den from Roblox. How are you? Yes, I remember you. Welcome back in. Thanks so much for joining. Hey, 706, what's going on? You know that's Miss Cleo over here busy. Let me move this a little bit. Over here biting my... Ooh! Ah, I'm so sorry. All right. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Hold on. The tablet situation, I swear I gotta figure that out. That's why I put a chair and I have put a little table on the other side. Maybe I'll go back over there. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. The tablet landed on him. Oh, and now they took me off of everything. This is exactly why I have the table over here. So I was saying 706. That was Miss Cleo over here biting on my pants. Oh, hold on. All right, I'm gonna go back to this side where I have the table that I can keep the tablet safely on. Hey, Diamond Heart, welcome back in. How are you? Trees. No, they're not all from the same litter. These are 2 separate litters. 13 puppies total. First litter. Hold on, baby. I got you. The first litter will be 7 weeks old tomorrow. That's a litter of 7. 5 girls, 2 boys. And then the second litter turned 6 weeks old yesterday. Litter of 6, 4 girls, 2 boys. Come here, baby. Say hi, Dada. I'll be coming home soon too. Miss Cleo. She's gonna be going to Georgia to a wonderful family and a wonderful up and coming breeder. Y'all are gonna have to look out for him too. He's got some beautiful dogs already. Sophie, welcome in. We're gonna talk in bananas or berries, whichever one makes the most sense to everybody. Because I can't say prices exactly. You want to come out? The short hair babies are 3 berries, 3,000 berries, 3,000 bananas. The fluffies, most of them, are 3.5 bananas, 3.5 berries, except for a couple extra really special babies that are a little bit more. But for the most part, that's the price. All right, sounds good, 706, yeah. We gotta talk, 706. MTZ, they are French bulldogs, not English bulldogs. You wanna come out? You wanna come out, baby? You wanna come out? You got treats to find. Did you find them all? You want to find them all? I'm going to move back over here. I did say that, didn't I? And then I did it over here. Yeah, of course. Let's see. This is, sorry. Fix this, because if these are standing up, they will chew on my hands. This is Miss Athena. She's a fluffy fawn merle. She is available. I got Miss, Miss Roma. She's a fluffy blue fawn. She's also still available. And one more. Hold on to this. One more fluffy. It's this little girl. This little girl is Valencia. She's a and 3 females, fluffies. And then for a male, I got this guy. This is Goliath. He's a solid black fluffy boy. He's a big boy. He clearly is the first one to all the food for mom, and when I'm giving them their mush. He fights everybody for the food. I gotta sometimes take him away because he barrels through everybody. But he's a gorgeous boy. He's gonna look like a big bear when he gets bigger. Alright. I'm trying to figure out how to put this chair up together, guys. I know some of these toys. What's a puzzle? What do you mean, what's a puzzle? Hey, young warrior, thank you so much for joining us from South Africa. I love that. So after these guys are gone to their new homes, I am done for the year. I don't mass produce. I only do, for the most part, 2 litters a year. So these are the only litters I will have for the year. So sometime in probably late summer, early fall of 2027. I do have this little one available. This is Titus. He is a blue reverse brindle. I don't know if you can tell from the lighting. So his reverse brindle means the darker color is his base coat, and the brindle pattern is actually the fawn color. In a regular brindle, it's the opposite. The base coat is fawn, and the markings are the darker color. He is reversed. I don't know if you can see in the lighting. His brindle pattern is a very light fawn. You can kind of see it, like, you know, when it catches the light. This side you can probably see more. He's available. But this is my reverse brindle boy. I'm out, guys. I'm out. All right, let me see if I can sit over here now instead. I locked them in. Let's see. Oh, Frenchies and puzzles. Gotcha. But does it still say Frenchies and puzzles? Because I thought I had changed the description of the live to the ball pit. Yeah, the reverse brindle is not as seen as often. I've seen it in oh my god, boxers. I've seen the reverse brindle in boxers and stuff like that, but I don't usually. It's more of a rare gene. What is happening in here? Did someone? Oh my god, did someone? Lovely. All right, we are done with the ball pit. All right, we're done with the ball pit. Someone had clearly a code brown inside the ball pit. That is an absolute disaster. Oh, that's a new one for me. Great. Well, that's going to be a ton of cleaning to do later with all those balls. All right. I'm going to be taking out this ball pit. Oh, fun time, guys. Fun time. That is a new one for me. That's insane. I've never had any litter throughout the years ever poop inside the ball pit. All right. That's insane, guys. Anybody want to help me clean, I don't know, like 300 balls later? And disinfect? Oh, fun time, guys. Fun times. I can't, I swear. I can't make this stuff up. All right, where were we? Sorry, guys. I'm just kind of disinfecting my hands. So I always have these little wipes on hand. I'm constantly disinfecting my hands. You know, whenever I'm picking up poop or touching anything that I shouldn't be touching. I never want to get these little ones sick or anything like that, so I'm constantly always cleaning my hands. All right, where were we, guys? So what is everybody's plans for this beautiful Sunday afternoon? Anybody got anything good planned? Maria, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. I have French Bulldog puppies. We're going to talk in code. We're going to talk in berries. We'll do berries today. Because I can't say prices. I keep getting in trouble. And then my lives get blocked. So, short hair babies are 3 berries, which means 3,000 berries. The fluffy babies are 3.5 berries, with the exception of a couple really extra special babies. But for the most part, everybody's 3 to 3.5 berries. Guys. 2 litters, Mountain Magic. 2 litters that were born 5 days apart. First litter is a litter of 7. They will be 7 weeks old tomorrow, and the younger litter turned 6 weeks old yesterday. Thanks so much. This is a really fun age. I mean, but I think, you know, all puppies at this age, and even kittens and everything, are always so cute when they're so tiny. But I really like it because now their personalities are really starting to come through, and you can see, you know, like she's really calm. We call her the princess. This is Capri, princess. She always just kind of sits on her own and sits with her legs crossed and doesn't fight. And once in a while, some of the other puppies will get her riled up, but for the most part, she kind of minds her business. Very sweet, dainty, calm, quiet. So we call her princess around here. And then we got more hyper puppies, you know, somewhere in between. Their personalities are really starting to come through. So really sweet age. Their ears are starting to stand up. I think the older litter, they're 7 weeks old tomorrow. I think if I'm gonna give them till Wednesday. If their ears don't pop up by then I'm gonna have to tape them. But see, like this little girl is Maya. Her ears are starting to pop up. She's got one ear up, the other one still has to completely get up, but it's a cute age. You know, they start to finally look like real French bulldogs when when those ears pop up. You like my pants? Oliver likes my pants. Okay. Everybody has preferences. I love my Marlos. You know, everybody has their own likes. I get it. Annette and Betty, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining the live today. Welcome in, Frenchie fam. Thank you for joining. I have 2 litters, 13 puppies total of French bulldogs. My first litter will be 7 weeks old tomorrow. Second litter will be, or turned 6 weeks old yesterday. I'm live on both YouTube and TikTok today, so trying to answer the comments on both sides. But yeah, today is gonna be more of a shorter live. My lives are usually end up being like 2 hours long for the most part every time. I think since it's Sunday, I supposedly wanted it to be a little bit of a more relaxed live. That clearly did not happen. But I think I'm going to keep it a little shorter today so that we all can go enjoy this beautiful Sunday. It's finally not going to rain here today in the Jersey Coast supposedly, so I'd like to enjoy some outside time with the kids and stuff. And then hopefully by next week I can start taking out the older litter outside so they could have some fun and see the backyard. Since they haven't had their shots yet, obviously I haven't been able to take them outside and expose them. So the older litter gets their first shots tomorrow. So in about a week or so, I will be able to take them out. And then next weekend, the younger litter will get their shots. So, you know, eventually everybody will be able to go outside. That's exciting. I love it when they get to go outside. Tony S., what's going on? How can I help you, Tony S.? Guys. No, guys. That's not what we do, right? That's not what we do. Be good. It's not what we do. Okay. She's enjoying that toy, clearly. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Thank you so much, Makora. Appreciate that. Aren't they sweet at this age? Clearly feisty today, but they're very sweet. Man, they're loving my pants. This little guy, so she's called the princess, and this little guy is called the prince because they both of these guys have pretty much the same personality. He just wants to lay in my lap and be held the whole entire time. Right? Right? He is perfectly content here. Now they all love being on my lap, but you know, after a minute or two or so, they get tired and they want to get down and they want to keep playing. He is completely fine staying on my lap the whole entire day. Looks like they're finally calming down. So, you know, I keep saying it all my lives. These guys have a good about 45 minutes of rambunctious play right now, and then they start settling down, and it'll be nap time again. She's about to go poop. We got the pooping down and where they're supposed to go for the most part, everybody. Except for, you know, one or two that once in a while we'll forget. But for the most part, they've learned to go on the potty trays, at least poop. Pee working on. I mean, Leslie, that's your opinion. My puppies don't end up in shelters. That's part of our built-in contracts that my puppies come back to me. And then here's my thing, like that's a double-edged sword, your comments, because yes, a lot of dogs are ending up in adoption centers, unfortunately, right? But if we don't preserve the breed, then you want the breed to die? I'm trying to understand that comment, honestly. You know, it's about not mass producing, not being a puppy mill, breeding with intention and breeding for health and structure. S Rabbit, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Brianna, prices. So, you know, I've said before, I think you might be new into the chat. I can't really say prices per se because I keep getting in trouble by TikTok and getting banned. So we're gonna talk in berries. The short hair babies start at 3 berries, just add a couple zeros to that, so 3,000 berries, and then the fluffies are 3.5 berries, with the exception of 4 really special puppies, but that's a price range for everybody else, for the most part, for everybody. Yep, see? And you guys, I'm chewing my chair. Hold on. You guys see? They're already starting to settle down. This is how it usually goes. Tons of red butchers play for a good 40-45 minutes, and then they settle down. And they'll sleep for a little while until we do it all over again. They really are like babies. Eat, sleep, poop, repeat. Can you not eat my chair? Can you not eat my chair? They're settling in. This is how they do. But yeah, I asked earlier. Anybody have any good plans for this Sunday, or is it just a chill day at home? I'm the type of person where I like to do things really early, and then on a Sunday, and be in the house by no later than like 3-4 o'clock, and just finally get some rest. Because there isn't a lot of rest around here for me. So my Sunday, I'd like to finally settle in for a little while. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Now we're getting all trolls, huh? So the mamas are downstairs. It's not their feeding time right now. And if I brought the mamas in here and I kept them with them all day long, literally, they'd all just, like flies, attach themselves to the moms and be continuously feeding off of them the whole entire day. And I don't want my mama's drain. So they get, you know, structured times when they are with the puppies for that reason. So the puppies eat first, their mush, and then they get to play with the mamas. That way they're not constantly feeding off the moms all day long. Or in the active process of weaning the babies off of the moms. I didn't understand that second one. The first one I understood, but the second comment, I'm not really sure what that means. Mr. Freeze, they are French Bulldog puppies. Oh, so Montre la Mama. So you want to see the mamas? Is that what that means? Try to understand, sorry. I think that's what that means, right? Will mama be having another litter? These mamas, I'm not 100% sure yet. They've had 2 litters, and I do 3 litters max with each of my breeding girls, but it's also on a case-by-case basis. I take a look to see how they do with each litter that they've had and how much they recover, and then I decide whether they're going to do a breeding or not, and, you know, that they're breeding or not. And it's been the 1 hour mark. Here we go. Every time, Lord. I lose my live every single time on TikTok. I gotta figure that out. Let's try that again every single time. Every time. Somehow I end up losing my live, and I always forget at the 1 hour mark for TikTok. It says it always kicks me out. Alright, I'm just gonna wait for everybody to trickle back in. YouTube, you guys are quiet today. Talk to me, YouTube. You guys are having too much of a good time watching the puppies? No. What's going on, princess? Let me sit over here. Welcome back in. Sorry if you're new to the live. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Welcome in, everybody. I was just on live for an hour, and the live ended abruptly, so I'm kind of waiting for everybody to trickle back in. If you're new to the live, thank you so much for joining. I have 2 litters on the ground of 13 Frenchie babies. The first litter will be 7 weeks old tomorrow. The second litter turned 6 weeks old yesterday. At that 1 hour mark, I need to set a timer. At that 1 hour mark, the live ends up shutting off on me lately. And I keep forgetting to put a timer so that I can touch the screen and it doesn't end abruptly. Just kind of waiting for everybody to trickle back in. Really got to learn to set a timer. So today we tried the ball pit, and that was fun for a little bit until they had a code brown inside, literally inside the ball pit. I have no words. I gotta figure out how to clean that later. They're all just chewing away on my pants. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Frenchie fam. Thank you for joining. If you're new to the group, or if you're trickling back in after my live abruptly shut off, so sorry about that, guys. I have short-haired and also fluffy babies in here. Some of them are already starting to fall asleep. Like I was saying before, I got a cut off. They have a good 45 minutes of playing at this age, like really, active playing, and then it's nap time. They are really like babies. Eat, sleep, poop, play, repeat. And everybody's kind of slowly trickling back in. Thank you. Welcome back in, and thank you for joining us if you're new to the live. It ended abruptly, so just kind of waiting for everybody to trickle back in. I apologize for that. I have to figure that out. It's been doing that to me lately. Marjanka, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I think the best part of the whole live and their playing time today has been my pants. I think they've enjoyed that the best. They've been just chewing away on my pants the whole entire live. So, lesson learned. Last time I wear these pants. at least while I'm in here playing with them. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome back. If you guys are just, coming back in, I'm so sorry. I apologize. My live ended abruptly. And if you're new, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it, Frenchie fam. Amy, thank you so much. Appreciate it. They really are sweet at this age. Janita, thank you so much. Aren't they sweet? Siento que son lindos. They're enjoying my pants the most. They are, and they're also kind of settling down and winding down and about to take a nap. No, be nice. Dog pants, right? That's been the best part of the live, apparently. Oh my god. All right, guys. Let's see. They're settling down now. They were so active before. I don't know who was in here from the live before, but they were just going crazy all over the pen. And when I had the ball pit in here, but unfortunately, someone had a code brown inside the ball pit, so I had to take it out. And I'm gonna have to figure out how to clean 300 plus balls in the ball pit later. That should be really fun. Let's move over, huh? You guys can only see part of me, huh? What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Did I step on you? Did I step on you? No, you're fine. You're eating your bone. You have your bone in your mouth. You okay? Mm-mm. I don't know if it was her or not. Someone whined. But she's busy chewing her bone away, so I don't think it was her. Yes. So code words, because I can't talk about prices. I keep getting in trouble, and they keep blocking my lives for that reason. So we're going to talk in code words. We're going to use berries today. These short-haired babies, like this one that I'm petting, 3 berries, add a couple zeros to that, so 3,000 berries. And then fluffy babies, like this one that's on my lap, 3.5 berries. Okay, with the exception of a couple special babies, but for the most part, 3 to 3.5. Some of them are still available, yes. There's a good handful that are still available, like this little fluffy girl that's sitting on my lap. She's a blue and tan fluffy girl. She's available. The other fluffy that's over there on the side that I'm pointing to, she is also available. She's a blue fawn fluffy girl. This little one right here, she's also a blue fawn, but she's short-haired. She's available. So let me say names. This is Miss Valencia, the blue and tan fluffy girl. She's available. Miss Roma, that's right here settling down. She's available. She's a blue fawn fluffy girl. She's available. Here is Venice. She is a blue fawn hair girl. She's still available. And then I got the 2 boys in the back, but they're both asleep. All the way in the corner with the head up, black fluffy. He's available. That's Mr. Goliath. And then my reverse blue brindle boy, short hair, laying right here in the middle. That's Titus. He's still available too. Oh, you're right. I do have a Merle available. Oh, she's behind me. Hold on. Hold on, Amber. They really like my pants. They're asleep, so I'm gonna wake them up. But this little girl, she is a fawn merle fluffy girl. That is Miss Athena. She's still available. And she has her back turned, but this is my fluffy blue merle tri. She's still available. No, she's one of the ones that is just a little bit more. For Miss Venus right here, the fluffy blue merle tri, we're asking 4 bananas for her. She also looks exactly like her dad, where she has heterochromia, which means she has one blue eye, one black eye, brown, black. I'm still waiting to see what color it turns out. And those are the puppies I have available. Everybody else is spoken for. Either spoken for already with a contract or in the middle of finalizing the details for the contracts. Everybody's settling down. Maybe I could actually sit in here and they won't, every time I sit in here with them and I have the tablet down, they end up chewing on the tablet and taking me off the list. But they're settling down, so maybe I could actually sit in here, which just makes it so much easier. My babies. Oh, babies. Oh, you want some loving? You want some loving? Right. You want some loving too? I got you both. I got you. When I sit in here, they all kind of want to come in and sit on my laps. They're big potatoes, if you can see that. They just want to kind of lay with you all the time and just get some loving. Right? Right. Ooh. They love that. So the kids and I will pick one puppy each individually and just give them individual attention so that they all get the same amount of love. Because when you have 13 pups, it's kind of hard to give them all at the same time. So we really work on individual time with them. I have one short-haired male still looking for a home. He's actually taking a nap right now. Let me move this chair. I don't even know where to put this chair. Hold on, let me put this over here. He's the one in the middle, in the back. He is a blue reverse brindle boy. But he's asleep right now. He's short-haired. That's my only short-haired boy available. Wolf pups? You mean the Huskies? Is that what you mean by wolf pups? Oh, no. Do you want to go? Your turn. Come here, babies. Your turn. Hi. Ooh, hold on. Oh, they took me off the live. Hold on. They took me off the live again. I end up doing this every time. Here we go. All right, let's see. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I don't have any cane corsos, no. And wolf. I'm trying to understand what you mean by wolf. Irish wolves. No, I only have French bulldogs. You're eating my shirt. You're trying to go underneath. Where are you going? Hi, guys. Where did this go? There we go. Thanks so much, Samuel. I appreciate that. They're all winding down. It's nap time. I think some of us, we should all take a cue from them, huh? It's Sunday. We should all go down for a nap, no? Oh! She's really enjoying my pants. Oh, Lord, that really has been the highlight of the whole entire life. Clearly. You want some loving too? It's your turn. This is Mr. Monaco. This is my lilac and tan Husky Panda boy. And by Husky Panda, 100% French Bulldog. The Husky Panda just means the pattern around his eyes, the markings around his eyes. It's called Husky Panda. I'm in New Jersey, Jessica. Ooh. Come here, babies. Oh, we're all settling down now. The gray and white, the one I just held, this is a male. His name is Monaco. He is a lilac and tan Husky Panda boy. He still currently is on available, but I'm in talks with somebody in Texas who might end up getting him. Not 100% sure. That's why I didn't really advertise him in this live right now, because he most likely will be going to Texas. But until that contract is signed, you know, he is still technically available. Yes. This little girl on me, a blue fawn. Her name is Venice, like the city. You're really chewing my pants. They're all really sweet. They all want some loving. He's about to go to sleep on my lap. It really is nap time at this point, right? Now he loves falling asleep on me. I usually will end up giving him a little ear and temple massage, and he falls right asleep like that. What you doing? You want to get down? Of course, Samuel. Usually he's facing me, but usually I do one of these to them and he falls asleep. But he's usually laying like on my chest, so a little backwards. Don't follow. I'm gonna sleep like that. There we go. Kind of rub their head like this and they just kind of melt and fall asleep. He loves this when I do this to him. They really are like babies. You know how you give babies, you know, a little massage around their eyebrows and their temples and stuff like that, and they fall asleep? They really are the same way. Aren't Frenchies just the best? I might be biased, but I'm really in love with the breed. They're sweet and calm for the most part, or they have, you know, 10-15 minutes of really active time when they're, you know, when they're older. You get 10 minutes of zoomies, sometimes less, and that's it. They plop on the couch for the rest of the day. Same thing, short walk around the block, and then they're plopping down next to you or laying on you for the rest of the day. For my life right now, between, you know, my busyness with my family and everything, my kids, that's the perfect dog for us. That's exactly what we need. I've been breeding for over 19 years now, and I first started with American red-nosed pit bulls. Now they have a lot of energy, and back then I had the time. I had the time to dedicate to them and help them burn off all that energy that they had all day long. But as the years went by and I started having kids, you know, the kids obviously take priority and you just don't have the time to dedicate. I used to do like, you know, 2 to 3 hours, usually like 3 hours of just playing with them. Especially because my pit bulls I had in dog shows, in conformation dog shows and stuff like that. So they needed to be in tip-top shape. Now to have them and maintain that tip-top shape, it took, you know, that much time, 3 hours a day. And that just, you know, I have 3 boys. That just got way too time consuming. And plus they have a lot of energy. And as all breeds, if you don't keep them active, that they're going to be a destructive dog because, you know, they're bored. So I no longer have the time and the energy for such an active breed. Love them, best dogs ever. I just no longer had the time. And then my husband at the time brought a French bulldog home for the kids, and I completely fell in love with the breed. That's the level of hyperness that we needed at the time, and still to this day. You know, we have 3 boys with 3 really different age ranges. You know, in sports, different sports. One's in soccer, the other one does swimming, the other one does wrestling. You know, I'm constantly on the go, taking the kids to all their activities. I needed a calmer dog, and that's exactly, you know, what this breed represents. So I'll be honest, they're huge Velcro dogs. They're gonna follow you everywhere. There's gonna be absolutely zero privacy with if you everywhere you go, they're gonna be right there next to you. There will be no showering, no going to the bathroom by yourself, none of that. They'll be right there next to you. Uh, Easy, no biting ears, but best dogs ever. They just want to be loved, and they really attach themselves to their humans. Great companions. Is Vanna still available? Yes, she is still available. She's sleeping right now in the back, but yes, she's still available. I don't know how to pronounce your name. What's going on? I think it's a Russian name. Sorry. How are you? Thank you for joining. Welcome in. Appreciate it. Everybody's pretty much settling down. I've been on the live, I think, almost 2 hours now. Every time I say I'm going to have a shorter live, it doesn't end up happening. I'm going to have to start setting a timer. I pride myself in calling myself an ethical breeder. I breed for health and structure, and I make sure that my dogs don't end up having a lot of genetic issues. We DNA test heavily for the most, or genetic testing, for the most common hereditary diseases in French bulldogs, and I only breed dogs that are negative for anything like that. And then allergies are also really huge with French bulldogs. I don't have that issue with that with French bulldogs, but I also think that is also heavily reliant on the diet you put your dogs on. French bulldogs, a lot of French bulldogs are allergic to chicken for the most part, so we are a chicken-free household for the dogs. That's part of the issue, and then a lot of allergy issues come from the gut. So if you treat the gut, you treat the allergy. We keep the puppy on kibble till they're a year old, and then once they're a year old, we transition to homemade food. I really stand by homemade food for all dogs, but especially this breed. We give them ground turkey, ground lamb, and then we rotate some kind of organ meat because dogs need organ meat. So it's a rotation system, but sometimes we do turkey hearts or beef heart, liver, kidney. Every time we cook, we rotate the organ meat. Add some veggies to that, like sweet potatoes and broccoli and carrots, spinach, and then we'll do quinoa with that. We add turmeric and coconut oil, and that's what we feed them. Sometimes we'll throw in some sardines, things like that, but it really is a diet issue with allergies. Victoria, these are French bulldogs. Julie, we're going to talk in code word because I can't really say prices. I keep getting in trouble in the live. So we're going to talk about berries, okay? Short hair babies are 3 berries, meaning 3,000 berries. Fluffy babies are 3.5, so 3.5 berries, with the exception of a few really special babies, which are the Husky Panda babies, and these two right here that are sleeping next to each other. Those guys are a different price point, but everybody else, 3 to 3.5. Tell you more about vaccinations, like what these guys get before they go home, or I'm trying to understand the question. Venice is 4 berries. These guys go home with 2 sets of shots, if that's what you're asking me, I think. Or are you talking about just vaccinations in general? But these guys go home with 2 sets. I start at 7 weeks old. So the first litter will get their first set of shots tomorrow. And then right before they go home, at the 10-week mark, they get their second shot before they go home. Julie, she's kind of sleeping. I kind of didn't want to have to wake her. Let me see if I could pick her up gently and I don't wake her. She is a girl, but she's already spoken for. She's going to a wonderful home in Virginia. This is Miss Zena. Let me see if I could grab her gently. I try not to wake them when they're sleeping. I know you want some more loving. Hold on. I give you more loving in a second. Hold on, hold on, hold on. No, baby. I know. I know. I know. The one in the back is Miss Venice. Hold on, I know you. She wants to stay with me. Hold on, I got you. Did you wake up? Did you wake up? Why? Hold her gently so I don't wake her. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, my baby. I'm sorry I woke you. I'm sorry. I try not to wake them. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. Alright, this is Miss Venice. I ended up waking her up. Blue fluffy tri female. And tri means she's got 3 color patterns. She's got the tan points, she's got the blue and the black spots. And I don't know if you guys can see, she's got heterochromia, which means one blue eye and one, it's either going to be brown or black. Not really sure what it's going to, it looks brown now, it could change to black. Can you guys see? Maybe if I zoom in a little bit. But that right eye is blue. And she gets that from her dad. Her dad is the same way. He's got one blue eye and one black eye. Really, really gorgeous little girl. Her temperament to match also. She's really sweet. I'm sorry I woke you. I'm so sorry. She is gorgeous, isn't she? She's a really good girl. She likes to be held like a baby. It holds her just like this. She's the happiest thing, having her belly rubbed. I know you still want attention. Come here. I got you. Right? I'm sorry I woke you. You're fine. You're fine. So yeah, she likes to be held like a baby, just like this. She'll stay like that all day long. I really like the girl that was on, so Ms. Zena, this little girl right here, or the one, or Ms. Venice that's over here fell asleep. I was holding both of them for a while. Ms. Venus, like I said, she's already spoken for, I'm sorry. But Ms. Venice is still available if it's her. Fall asleep there. She'll fall asleep just like this, especially if I rub under her chin. I think they're all down for the count. Miss Natasha, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. Albesh, thank you for joining. Welcome into the live. Appreciate it. Thank you. Which Fluffy? The one I'm holding? Miss Venus? So I got Miss Venice, like the city, and Miss Venus. It gets a little confusing, I know. So I'm in New Jersey, at your feet. This little girl right here, that's kind of cut off. She's the only Fluffy right by me right now, except for the one on the other side. Which one is which? I know, I'm trying to keep up with all the questions. Ms. Zena is the one laying on my lap right now. She's spoken for. Ms. Venice, she was also on my lap for a while, so I wasn't sure if you were asking about her. She is still looking for her forever family. And then I did say Venice, right? Ms. Venice, I'm so sorry. Ms. Venice. And then Ms. Venus is on my lap right now. She's the fluffy tri-merle with one blue eye, one one brown eye. This is Miss Venus. Gray and white. This little one, oh, so this is a boy. He's a short-haired, actually. He is a lilac and tan, short-haired husky panda boy. Miss Venice is a blue fawn, which is this girl right here that I'm pointing to. Yes, Miss Venice. I think there's also a lag, so I'm like trying to keep up with which one. Miss Venice, which is the one I'm touching right now, and I'll keep my hand on her for a while. This is Miss Venice. Blue fawn, yes, there you go. She's still available, yes. The fluffy gray and white. The fluffy gray and white is the one that I'm pointing to right now that's over in the other corner. Miss Natasha. Ahí te daré la comienda. No puedo hablar de precios en the live, entonces voy a decir en código bananos, right? Los pelicorticos, 3,000 bananas. Los peludos, 3,500. Bueno. Let's see, where else? Where was I? My live is frozen. I'm gonna get out and go back in, so bear with me with the comments, because I'm frozen. Hi, you like coming up here, huh? Alright, let's see. You keep falling off, girl. What is happening? Alright. Hold on. Bear with me, guys. I seem to be frozen. So let me go back in. Let's see if this will work now. No. Why is this frozen? Bear with me, guys. What's up, sweet cheeks? Alright, baby. Let me see. My tablet's frozen. Let me go. Oh, I think. Hold on. Alright. Hold on. Let me take a look. My tablet is frozen and I can't see comments. Let me look over here, guys. Rosalinda, I have two gray and white ones. I have the short hair and the long hair. So the short hair is right here, the one I'm pointing to. He's a boy, lilac and tan, husky panda boy. And this little girl over here is the same as he is, but in the girl version, she has long hair. She's a fluffy. So she's lilac and tan, fluffy husky panda. The girl, I'm still up in the air of whether I want to keep her or not. I have two litters. The first litter, which are the darker color babies in here, will be 7 weeks tomorrow, and the younger babies turned. Oh, my brightness. What did I do? Hold on. The younger litter will be turned 6 weeks old yesterday. Hold on. I'm gonna get my son my tablet frozen. He's usually the one that has to help me with this. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'll be back. Hey, David. Andale, por favor. the tablet where I look at the comments from is frozen. So he's my technical person. He's the one that fixes this for me all the time. Because not right now. I need to look at the comments through the phone that I am actually filming the live. I'm going live from. So I need him to fix this for me. How many berry nips, Natasha? Tell me which one exactly you're talking about. I can't look at all the comments from the top, from the phone I'm actually currently going live through. Hold on one second, guys. It did the frozen thing again. I can't see the comments. Please. Thank you. All right. While he fixes that, I'm looking through here. No, Rosalinda. Is that the one you talked about? The fluffy one? The fluffy girl? Is that the one you like? She's really sweet. We call her Princess. Oh, I see. You're looking for a girl. Gotcha. Oh, I don't know. I go back and forth. She's really sweet. We call her Princess. Her personality is really, really nice. I need to make a decision soon. I know it's just a hard decision to make. They're all so sweet. The girl? You fix it? Both of them? You put them together? No, I need them both together though. Hold on, that's not the way. Hold on, guys, hold on. He's fixing the tablet for me. What did you do? Because I can never fix it. All right, we'll talk about it later. Oh, see, I can't. See?
It doesn't have internet.
Why would it not have internet? Of course it has internet. So then it's not working? Arréglalo.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. He's still working on the tablet. Any advice for breeding for the first time? What kind of dogs are you breeding and what kind of advice? Oh, oof. For Princess, she is a lilac and tan fluffy husky panda. She carries pink. If I were to let her go, it would be like, she's on a whole nother price point. She's like 6.5 berries. The fluffy, how much? The fluffy. So regular fluffies are 3.5 berries, with the exception of Miss Venus. She is 4 berries. Got it. Thank you so much. All right, he got me going. Love you. Thank you. He got me going back on the tablet. Oh, I would do without my kids. All right, let me come back. Sorry. Let me catch up with the comments. All right. Let's see. Where was I? Let's see. Oh, fluffy. Did I answer everybody's questions? Oh, so talk to me. How can I help you with breeding? Breeding is not for the faint of heart, especially for the first couple of weeks, depending on what kind of dogs you're breeding. You need to be there 24/7 for at least the 3 weeks, especially French bulldogs. If it's a bigger breed, and when I'm talking about bigger breed, it's like a pit bull, a Rottweiler, a Labrador Retriever. They're good on their own for the most part. You don't have to do a lot. French bulldogs and small dogs is a totally different game. So tell me, how can I help you? Oh, yes, let me pick up Princess. The wrinkle one next to you. Ms. Dina is spoken for, but Ms. Venice is still available. Mr. Monaco right here, which is the male husky panda. We'll say he's still on the market, but there's somebody interested in Texas that I've been having conversations with. We just haven't locked it down, but I think he's maybe going to take him. Okay, mini dash hounds. Can dash hounds actually even tie? That's number one. Like they say, French bulldogs can't tie because of that they can't reach, and then they get tired easily. No, that's like for French bulldogs. That's a lie. Like my dogs can tie. So how about dash hounds? Talk to me about that. Can they actually tie physically? Because sometimes since they're mini, I don't know if they could actually reach. Um, so we'll start there. If they could reach, then it's definitely about the male knowing what he's doing, and he definitely will know when it's time for the female to breed. But a proper way to actually do it is to do progesterone testing to know when your female has ovulated. That's the best way. I'm sorry, I'm waking you. I'm sorry, princess. I'm sorry. This is Princess. Come here, baby. So, Capri is her name, but we call her Princess in the house. And she's just the most mellow little girl, as you could tell. Really sweet little girl. Really sweet baby. Come here. Let me sit. Let me sit back down. Isn't she sweet? Okay, so if she's sitting, it means she is not there yet. When did she go into heat? How many days is it? That's what I'm saying. You really would know if you do progesterone testing, exactly when ovulation is, so that you could time it. After she's gone into ovulation, 48 hours is when she would be ready, because it takes 48 hours for the eggs to mature. But if she's sitting, it means she hasn't ovulated yet. Because if she had ovulated, she would be flagging. She would be moving her tail and standing in front of him and trying to really get him going. There's a lot of beautiful babies, Natasha. So I get it. It's not easy. She's on day 10. She's probably getting close, but probably not there yet. Every female is different. Some ovulate at day 9. I have females that don't ovulate till like day 16. So if she's sitting, trust me, keep trying. She's not there yet. Once she's there, she'll be putting literally her butt in his face. Believe me, she's going to be looking for him. You also got to give them some privacy. That's the thing. If you're constantly watching them and they feel like that pressure, they won't perform either. So kind of put them in the backyard and give them their space. And then before you know it, they're going to be tied and it'll have worked out. You change your mind, Natasha. What other females are available? Okay, so I got Miss Venice right here, short-haired blue fawn. I got her twin, but in a fluffy version. This is Miss Roma. She is a fluffy blue and fawn girl. She's available. Miss Venice right here. She is a blue and tan tri-merle. She's got one blue eye, one black eye. She looks pretty much exactly like her dad. She's going to be really, really, really pretty. I have Miss Venice right here. She is a blue and tan fluffy girl. And I don't know if you can see her, she's back here. She is a fawn merle fluffy girl. That is Miss Athena. Those are the girls that I currently have available. People have reached out to me about them, and same thing. Even though I'm in talks with people, I've learned that I don't say that they're not available until there's a contract down. Once there's a contract down, then I could officially say that they already have homes. Because, you know, I've learned the hard way over the years where a dog was promised, and then when it came time, it got last minute. So I've learned the hard way. Remember, Natasha, 2 separate litters. The darker color babies, the blacks and the dark blues and the merles, they will be 7 weeks old tomorrow. And the lighter color babies, these guys, turned 6 weeks old yesterday. I send these homes, I send these babies to their new homes at 10 weeks old. So on or around August, the 1st of August, they'll be ready to go home. They are not minis. I'm honestly not a fan of French Bulldog minis. I like the standard because French Bulldogs can already have so many risks for breathing problems to begin with because they're brachiocephalic breed, which means the flat face. The smaller you make them, like the minis, the smaller airway they have, so they come with so many more breathing issues. So I'm not personally a fan of the minis, but that's just. Yeah, Natasha, send me a DM and we'll talk after the live is over, okay? Right, girl? Sorry I woke you. I'm so sorry. Puppy paradise, isn't it? Just being like, so I'm a respiratory therapist by trade. I work in healthcare. There's some days that are rough and challenging. I work in healthcare. I see a lot of people dying, or see a lot of things that I don't like to see. Obviously, that nobody likes to see. So I have some rough days at work. But no matter how much of a rough day I've had at work, I come home to these babies, and they instantly make everything completely okay again. Like, oh, hey, Jessie, are you really? That's awesome. I love that. Look at that. That is awesome. Love that. Love to hear that, because, there's not a ton of us out there that we're the redheaded stepchildren. I know you know that. But like I was saying, I could have a really tough day at work, and then I come home to these babies, and instantly all the stress instantly disappears when I'm around these babies. So the mats that I have in here are actually bath mats. That's what I use to help them learn to grip. When they're first learning to walk, these white pads are actually very slippery for them, and so that they can't properly push off of them when they're learning to walk. So I have all the bath mats everywhere. It's rubber, so it helps, and then it's got the holes, so it's better traction for them for when they're learning to walk. You love my feet? That's weird. Okay, thank you, I guess. Oh, that's the first one I've heard. Why do some have floppy ears? So they're born with floppy ears. They're down, and then eventually they start standing up. Some of the babies, the short-haired ones, a lot of them already have their ears up. They start standing up anywhere now between week 6 to week 9. Usually by then their ears completely are standing up. It's easier for the short-haired puppies for their ears to go up because they're not as heavy. The fluffy ones, they have a lot of hair on their ears. It's a little heavier. It just takes longer for them to stand up. Sorry, hey guy. Just trying to answer everybody's messages all at once. Can't talk prices on the live, so we're going to use code words. I've been saying berries. The short-haired babies are 3 berries, so 3,000 berries. The fluffy ones are at 3.5, so 3.5 berries, with the exception of 4 really special babies. Those are the price points for most of them. About picking up pups, if you're local, we will meet somewhere that's going to be safe for both parties to meet. I usually like to do an exchange at a very public place that's going to be safe for everybody. Sometimes like a police station, or some, depending on the time of year, or sometimes I've done it inside of like PetSmart, things like that. Just a very public. I like public places, just in case. I'm always very cautious because you just never know, you know. That, or if you're having nightmares, doesn't matter. Or I have had to fly all over the country. I have hand delivered puppies to Texas, Ohio, California, stuff like that. That's also an option. Where are you from, Jesse? How do I know these puppies are truly going to a good home? I really vet the families that they're going to go to. I talk to them extensively. I make sure that they know the breed very well, you know, because they do have, this breed does have a lot of quirks, you know, a lot of extra precautions you have to take, you know, like the shorter walks, especially in the heat of the day before the sun is up or after the sun has gone down. Shorter walks, to not let them jump on and off the bed or the couch or the car. Make sure you have like puppy stairs. Like I make sure that like, you know, that they know really well about the breed. I ask them about their home situation, who they live with, how long the puppies would be staying home alone, because that's also a really big one for me. You can't expect a fresh puppy that went home to be locked in a cage for 8-10 hours a day if you're away for that long. So these are questions that I ask, and it's also part of my breeding contract that if, and I, you know, I really stress it, that if for any reason they cannot keep the puppy, that the puppy has to come back to me. My babies, no matter the age, I don't ever want them to end up in a shelter. So that's part of my clause in my contract. And I stress that from day one so that people have that very clear. And then I've kept in touch with actually every puppy that I've ever sent home along the years. Let's see. Mariela, I just talked about prayer. If you heard it, if not, let me know and I will repeat it. David, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate the love. Thank you. They're all taking a nap right now. They were really active. David, I did a ball pit with them earlier. No lie. They enjoyed it for a while and I threw some treats in there. And I'm not kidding. They had a code brown in there. Somebody decided to poop in there. So if you want to come over later and help me clean and disinfect over 300 balls that I have in that ball pit, that would be amazing. They're not milk wasted. They were going crazy in here earlier playing with the ball pit and then all the extra toys I have in here. And now it's nap time. Yeah, exactly. Come help me clean lots of balls. That'd be amazing. Bring some boys. Oh no, they left already. They're in North Carolina, aren't they? All right, never mind. Mariela, of course, I'm so sorry. Thank you for joining the live. So I can't really talk about prices per se, but we're going to talk in a little bit of code, okay? I'm going to talk about berries. These short hair, like this baby that just woke up, the short hair babies are 3 berries. So add a couple zeros, 3,000 berries. The fluffies, like this one that I'm touching right now, they are 3.5 berries. And that's the price range for most of them, except for a few really extra babies, extra special babies, like the one I'm holding, her twin, which is the other husky panda, this little girl, and this little boy. Their price range is a little bit more, but for the most part, 3 to 3.5. When are they coming back? So I try to keep my breeding program small. I do max 2 litters a year. So once these babies are all placed in their homes, I won't be having any more litters probably till the summer or fall of 2027. I breed intentionally and I'd like to not mass produce. Yes. Plain Jane. Absolutely wonderful idea. That's exactly what I think I'm going to have to do with this. Thank you so much for that idea. Absolutely. Oh my God. Thank you for that. Is the white boy fluffy? What white boy? This little guy back here, he's my lightest boy. So is that the one you're talking about? He is a new shade Isabella fluffy boy. Is that the one you're talking about? He's the lightest one. Can you see him in the camera? So yeah, so he is a new shade Isabella fluffy boy. He's my lightest boy. He is a fluffy. Plain Jane, I think you just saved my day. I was gonna grab each ball. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I was gonna grab each ball and just use bleach wipes on individually, but oh my god, yes, fill the tub up with bleach. I don't know, probably your brain fart moment. That's exactly the way to clean that. Thank you. He is a gorgeous boy. He's gonna be really, really beautiful when he grows up. I'm patiently waiting to see because since he is such a light boy and he carries that pink gene, I'm patiently waiting to see if possibly his eyes are gonna probably stay blue, which would make him like spectacular looking. Natasha, I think you want all of them. You can't make up your mind. They all passed out. And I can't even call it milk wasted, David. It's just play wasted, really. You have a mini Frenchie? How is your mini Frenchie with breathing issues? Any more? Or the same? Tell me your thoughts. The one in my bath. The one in my bath? What is that? Bella Bear. What do you mean the one in my bath? Oh, the one in my lap? Oh, this is Princess. Well, her name is Capri, but we call her Princess here. She is a fluffy lilac husky and tan. Sorry, let's try that again. She is a lilac and tan husky panda fluffy. Oh my god, I can't talk now. I've been on this live for 2 hours, more than 2 hours. Wow, I'm going on almost 3 hours. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna have to get off soon. She is spectacular. I am really getting attached to this little girl. I don't know what to do. I gotta make a decision soon whether I want to keep her or not. She is not only beautiful, but I love her temperament. I don't know what to do with her. So many decisions. This is the hardest part. Honestly, the struggle is real of me trying not to keep like all of them. That's always my issue. Oh. I think after I throw the balls into the bathtub with bleach and make sure that all the poop get off the balls, then I will let them outside to dry in the sun. But I want to at least get the poop off the balls. Snoring when they get excited, okay. But no extra breathing. Like when you take them for walks, you don't see like them like heavily panting and struggling to breathe a little extra. That's what I've seen from at least the minis I've had any interaction with. But you know, it might have been the ones I interacted with. You're struggling to still potty train your 1-year-old Frenchie? Oh man, I'm so sorry. Man, you're going through it at 1-year-old. Yeah, they can be stubborn to potty train. Gosh, they should have already been potty trained at a year old. Tell me what the struggle is. Are they still peeing inside? Can they not hold it? Are they not going outside and waiting and holding it and going inside? I could breed her with a chocolate fluffy. Which one? Miss Capri over here? What I was trying to do with this litter was make Isabella's, a new shade Isabella Huskies. They ended up being lilacs. I'm just going to keep trying to make them Isabella Husky Panda patterns. We'll get there. But see, I think the problem is if I do with a chocolate, I'd end up with Isabella's. That's the problem. because she carries one copy of chocolate, two copies of cocoa, 2 copies of dilute. Regardless, if I end up with that other chocolate, it's just going to be Isabella's. I know, that's the issue. For me to produce like the rojos, I'd have to have no cocoa in there and no dilute, probably. See what's his like in the living room in a second. Ah, so it's a marking thing. Oh, he is not neutered. Now that's the thing. An unneutered male is going to mark territory all over your house. So get him fixed. If you don't want to get him fixed, there are belly bands. I think that's what they're called. They're called belly bands that you just you could get off of Amazon, and you put it around his private part. Essentially like a diaper for a male, but it's just like a band that goes over, over